Hi everyone, it's Sandra. Welcome back to Crafty Lottie. And sorry I've been away. It was a very busy week last week and I just could not find the time to do anything. But nevertheless, I'm back and today is the letter M and we are going to be doing some masterboards. And as you can see, I have lots and lots of interesting things to put on our masterboard. But I'm going to clear some of this away and we're going to get started. So for today, we're going to do some masterboards. And what we're going to do, for those of you that don't know what a masterboard is, it's essentially, you start with a blank and then you just put random things down on it, whether it be background papers, stickers, labels, whatever, and then you cut it down, and from those you can make tags and other things like that. In fact, I did some of this before. I actually did a masterboard at one point and I really liked it because I was able to, you know, you can stamp on it and you can do all kinds of things, and then you just cut them out as you need them. And I did, let's see, there's another one from the masterboard. And the nice thing about it is the back of it you can use to write on. You can put it in your junk journal. And yeah, and they're actually quite a bit of fun to do. And they're very cute, and it's a nice way to get a whole bunch of them made. So there's some more. There's another one. One of them I actually sprayed. I misted them. So yeah, there's lots that you can do with them. And then once you get them down to a size you want, you can then start using them if you want to make, let's say, a tag. Oh, it's ready to go. So the first thing I actually want to do is I want to take my file folder and I just want to cut it down so that it's a size that I'm ready to use. Sorry about that. And it doesn't really matter what it looks like because you're going to be cutting it. I just like to at least start close to where I want to start, simply because if I have paper hanging off the sides, it's okay, but because then I can cut it down and it'll work. Various, I have some old paper, I have some coffee dyed paper, I have some more paper here, like scrap type paper. I have like this one here that I can do a couple places. I have labels. I even have old paper that I used at one point that I tore. So that's another good piece of paper to use. And all I'm going to start doing is like here, and I want this to hang off the edge because I am going to end up cutting that white piece off. So, and once again, if you don't know this already about me, I'm lazy. So I don't bother with using a piece of paper underneath because I'm going to use the file folder as my glue kitcher, if you will. And there we go. So that's going to go on like that. And hopefully the table isn't shaking too much. And you see this white part here is fine because it is going to get covered up. The other things I have are little papers like this that are nice to stick all over the place. This is just one of those little pads that I got online. I have more of these that the dog decided would be fun to take and eat. So it's pretty roughed up, my poor little book. But these are all things that we can start sticking on here. But you're going to start with some of the blander sheets of paper, I guess we should say. I'm gonna chop up as well because I don't really want that there. That I guess I can do there. Let's do this one. Ooh, that's pretty. That blue side's nice. So I'm gonna do that side. And you know, whatever you want to do, you can do. There are no rules, I guess. You just do whatever you like. It is important that everything is stuck down. You will have an opportunity to come back and fix it once you cut it up, because not everything is going to stick down properly, because inevitably we miss stuff when we're gluing. And you see how I'm doing this. There's really no rhyme or reason to it. It's just wherever I feel like sticking it. Like this one, for example, can go here or here. You know, wherever I feel like sticking it, because this is going to be my background. And you'll see when we start to cut it up that it really doesn't matter that much, because it is, you know, it's not so much about how it looks when you start, but how it looks when you're done and you start cutting it all apart. So you see some of this I'm overlapping, some of this is hanging off. Again, doesn't matter at all what any of this even looks like. I can assure you it will all work out really well. It's kind of a mindless thing, and actually I would argue the more you think about it, the worse it will be, simply because it is mindless. And it should be, you know, you're kind of following your gut when you're doing this. You're doing something that you aren't really, you know, you're just, it's, so now that this is done, one of the first things we want to do, it's roughing up the tape a little, is we want to cut these edges so that we at least have something straight to use. And once we do that, even, it will start to look a heck of a lot better. And then we can start cutting down our Masterboard template, our Masterboard cutouts. And it's up to you what it is that you want to do. So I have cut this down, and let's see. Perhaps I would like to do, I'm actually going to cut this in half first. Let's do that. And then I'm also going to try to find my other cutter. I know I have another cutter somewhere, my little one. Sometimes it's easier to cut with that, but no matter. Okay, so now we've got these two pieces. Now, you see how there's stuff coming off? You can always fix that up after. Let's do, because I do like this. So this one, maybe this can be a pocket or something. This one here, I'm going to do this at 2. That one, you know, you just kind of get a feel for what it is that you want. This one could be 2 as well. And this one we're going to do, let's do 2.5. And we're going to do down here, let's see, we do this one at, let's do this one at 4. Show you why in a second. And then this one we'll do 3.25. Again, it doesn't need to have any rhyme or reason to it. Okay, move that out of the way. So some of these thinner ones, like this one, for example, we are going to make this into a tag. So that's it. There's a tag right there. And let me grab my crocodile. Okay, and there and there. We've made one into a tag. This one we could do I have my corner rounder right here. And let's say we want to corner round this. And we can add it to something after. So there's that one. This guy is 4 inches. And what I thought we could do here is find the center of it. Let me see. 4 inches, and the center is right here. Grab my pencil. Mark. I think you know where I'm going here. This one can be a pocket in a journal. This one can also be a pocket if we want it to be. Okay, I've eyeballed you. Ta-da! Another pocket. This one we can do into a tag as well if we want to. There's another tag. I'm getting covered in little bits of paper. All right, there's another tag. And here, this is going to be, we're going to make this one into something interesting. We're going to cut the corners like it's a tag, except we're going to do all 4 corners, just to give it some interest. I'm wearing my things here out of the way. So just with corner rounder, a hole punch, circle cutter, I've managed to create some interesting things here already. This one maybe can be a bookmark if we want. And we'll even add, we can even add some like a tie to this just for fun if we want to. Okay, oh, that one was not a very good punch, but that's okay. Here's another one that could be a tag if we want. But, and this guy, maybe I'm gonna make him into a little pocket. Okay, so you saw my masterboard, what I started off with, and from that one piece of masterboard, I created something that I don't need there. I created a tag that I want to put a hole in. Bring this up too. And just because they're done doesn't necessarily mean that they're finished, because you can add little things to this even when they are done, like more embellishments and labels to them. I'm just looking for my, there we go. So like for here, this one's a tag that I've made. Let me stick that through there, through there, through there. Right, so there we go. So there's a tag ready to go. There's another tag, and another tag, and another tag. And like I said, we can still embellish these. Pocket, pocket, and another pocket. 4 tags, 3 pockets, and 2 of those. So from one piece of paper, we created 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces of interesting paper pieces that we can add to our journals, our whatever you want, or just use them if we want to. And all of that just came from a Masterboard that we threw together. So I hope, like I said, I hope this was informative and helpful, and piques your interest, and you get out there and start creating. And hopefully I will see you tomorrow for the next letter, N. And I don't know, I don't even know what N has. We'll see tomorrow. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hit the like, subscribe, ask questions. I'll get back to you. And yeah, that's it. Bye.